fight, how to hold him off, how to get to him.
Right now, he's looking like the immortal Armstrong.
And Oscar is barely throwing.
Anything below that's low. Right here is okay, anything below that's low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
Wind and a right hook from Pacquiao, and seems intent on retaliating, but already Pacquiao shows you that he wants to move in, move out quickly. Move in, land a flurry, move back out of Dela Hoya's range. There are two graphic impressions from round one. They're simple. Dela Hoya is so much taller, Pacquiao so much faster. And now Dela Hoya nails Pacquiao momentarily against the ropes and catches him with a left hand right through the middle of Dela Hoya's guard. Dela Hoya lands a left hook. Pacquiao gets away.
He punched, but nothing landed too much for the most part. Right here, you see what surprised me and has been probably the most effective punch. The little left-hand lead of Manny's is
Other guys, when he was a young fighter, he was always put in with guys a weight division too rested him. He isn't doing it yet.
And he hasn't really adjusted to
Oscar's left eye, where he has caught a couple of right hands.
Manny's upper body movement and defense is very, very effective, what you say. Oscar cannot time his head movement the way he's moving and bobbing.
Dela Hoya has not been able to solve Pacquiao's speed, movement, the southpaw style.
If you look, you get into fine details, not only the head movement is not there with Oscar.
The head movement defensively, the straight left hand up the middle. He has carved out an edge in the first couple of rounds against the longer, taller. Shut out, Emmanuel.
I think Manny's going to get stronger as the fight goes on, even though he's winning now. Oscar has no defense on those punches. He's just stationary.
Punch in 20 or 30 seconds, and that was a reach-in right hand. But sooner or later, he's going to land something. You have to believe that.
He just landed a good left hook to the body there. And Pacquiao, following Freddie Roach's instructions, has shock and all. Pacquiao's speed taking Dela Hoya to the cleaners. Now Oscar seems just a little more comfortable, though Pacquiao is still more offensive, more the 89.
Absolutely, absolutely. And right now, Oscar, I know he's into this kangaroo meat or whatever he's doing and things, but to me, he just doesn't look that strong when he does.
Wild punches.
Dela Hoya has fought since September of 1997 when he fought Hector Camacho Sr. Pacquiao has dominated Dela Hoya in the first two rounds with his straight left-hand lead up the middle. Harold, had he scored through three?
Look at him, 3-0, 30-27. Manny Pacquiao. Jim, what he's doing is he's turning the guy. Look, right jab, left hand, and then he moves to the side.
He moves. The right hand has never been a super destructive punch for Dela Hoya. I asked Freddie Roach yesterday in our meeting, I said, have you ever seen Oscar Dela Hoya really hurt somebody with the right hand? And he smiled knowingly and said, nope.
Manny could not time him so much, and even if he doesn't land his eyes, keep pumping him. But he doesn't jab enough.
Good body shots there by Pacquiao. And if there was doubt coming in as to whether Pacquiao could.
Oscar said he needed this fight to convince himself whether he could keep fighting. He's got 8 more rounds to find out whether he is still.
Who was far and away the preeminent fighter in the world at that time, and since then has retired unbeaten. Low blow by Pacquiao.
Speed, and he doesn't block those right hands at all. He has his right hand firmly stuck to the side of his face, and Manny just punches us like a wide open invitation.
Anything,
There's no defense.
He's getting hit. Is a riddle he has not been able to solve.
I think you summed it all up in that phrase, Jim.
Well, Oscar used to be the speed that killed. A hill, if not a mountain, to climb to get back into this fight.
Well, if judges are looking for a round to give to Dela Hoya, this might be the one, although now Pacquiao rallies down the stretch. Punches. Dela Hoya through 65. Pacquiao had a 27-8 edge in power connects. So it probably would have been a reach for any judge to give the round to Dela.
Landed, which is on the cup, if you notice. He's never been worn because Oscar has his cup extremely high. So they're really on the belt line. They're not on really low punches.
They trade body shots. Pacquiao giving it. Straight left hand right up the pipe for Pacquiao.
And Pacquiao throws that left hand in two different ways.
Critics pointed out that Dela Hoya looked stuffed up after fighting Steve Forbes in May. And fighting Manny Pacquiao is something entirely different from fighting Steve Forbes.
Obviously, once again, Manny Pacquiao shooting a straight left hand right down the pipe. Directing, that's the kind of punches.
6 rounds to nothing, 60 to 54, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya hasn't gotten off the schneid. He's getting shut out. And Freddie Roach used the key word at the end of round number 5 when he said,
More of a man. We'd see something more.
Well, I think Jim summed it up. There's just too much of everything. He just cannot figure out how to get into the fight, how to hold him off, how to get to him. It's too much of
Whether Manny Pacquiao would become the Henry Armstrong of this era, right now, he's looking like the immortal Armstrong.
And Oscar is barely throwing back. You wonder if Tony Weeks is thinking it's founded on De La Hoya in a single round of his career. And virtually all of his fights have been counted by CompuBox. An embarrassing step. Pacquiao is fighting tonight in the welterweight division. The champ.
He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do at all.
Well, all good things come to an end. Watching this, you wonder if you'll ever see Oscar De La Hoya. Tony Weeks has a tough decision in front of him. There's a lot of glory and a lot of money in Oscar De La Hoya's past, but he's getting beaten up here.
You hear the corner is wanting to stop the fight.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Let's finish it. That's it. Let's go.
Fight is over.
Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar De La Hoya. Stop him, and that's the end of that. And the pride of the Philippines again holds his gloves aloft. #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao.